just at the halfway point of my one of my weekly adventure training rides. Just right out to Thetis on the, oh, you can't turn it around, on the little old Orby there. Try to do the whole thing in an hour. It's nice. It's a beautiful day. But I'm just going to talk about my first point about adventure workouts and short adventure training. It's great to adventure workout and train when it's beautiful and sunny and when the sun warms your skin, laddie. But often it's not. If it's not raining, it's not training. So once the weather turns crappy, if you don't have adventure workouts, then you're not an adventurer. Now, are ya? So there are secrets to the adventure weekend warrior to get out there, rock and roll, and not feel crappy, miserable. First secret is look after your feet. Keep your feet dry. Just your basic foot cover. Get the, if you wear cleats or regular shoes, just get those shoe covers. And like the real gnarly, they're usually quite a bit cheaper than the high end ones. Real gnarly, MEC sells an awesome one. You know, they're not pretty and they're a little loose. They're certainly not high speed, low drag, but they're going to do the trick. They're going to keep the rain off. They're going to keep your feet great, keep them dry. When it really comes down, when it's like pouring, soaked, nothing's going to keep you dry. Next thing is always have your bag. We'll talk about the adventure pack on its own and another adventure tip. But the idea is in your bag have 2 long sleeves, preferably wrapped in a light plastic bag. You want to have, I really like my headwear to be just so. You'll have 2, maybe a cap and a toque or 2 lightweight ones. It's good to have an extra pair of gloves and a really good shell. We'll talk about shell and thermo body heat sparing and thermal sparing and stuff like that in another video. But the 2 pairs of gloves, a toque or 2, definitely 2 shirts, including the one you're wearing. Because if you have to change one, psychologically, when you know you have a change, a warm, cozy, lightweight change, it feels better even when you're soaked and cold and wet. If you know that you can change, most likely you won't even stop and change. But bring a few lightweight articles with you, and it will completely psychologically change the experience of actually having an adventure workout when it's inclement weather. Because the adventure warrior never stops. She may choose slightly shorter. I like to adventure train. This gets into a whole loop, which goes way in and through Thetis Lake Park, comes out on Munns. It's way basically up a big mountain through the wilderness. I much prefer that when it's kind of cool and rainy in the winter. Don't have to deal with traffic, just kind of buzz through there, a little bit of road time, but that's what I like to do. But I always have my 2 long sleeves in my pack rolled up with plastic, a couple toques, lightweight. None of this weighs very much, a couple extra gloves, and the feet covers, the foot covers. That's your quintessential most important piece, article of adventure kit. Because warm, dry feet, oh, you're feeling great. And you don't even touch, don't worry about the rainproof pants, a solid pair of tights. The legs usually get wet, but you don't worry about that. It's the core temperature. Some people I like a scarf. If I'm out for a hardcore adventure, I may or may not wear the scarf. If this thing gets soaked, it becomes a liability. You can get lighter weight, high speed, these guys anyway, scarves. So anyways, don't forget that, and I'll have another tip for you very soon.